Yo, what up? I'm just kidding. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about how to decide which college is right for you, or how to choose where to go, basically. So there's so many different ways to do it. First off, I would not apply to only one college. I'd apply to a few colleges. You should have your safety school, another school, and your dream school, at least 3 schools. So that way if you don't get into your dream school, you have that other school that you're interested in, and then you have your safety school that you know you can get into, no problem. And then if worst comes to worst, you can go to community college and get your associates and then transfer to college. There's so many different ways to do college nowadays, it's ridiculous. So first off, when you're doing college tours, don't just necessarily go visit the college once, because you may end up having a tour guide that you don't connect to very well or mesh with. It may be like a rainy day or something and you just may not get the experience that you want to. That way you're having multiple times to judge a college on, because it may end up being the college that you end up going to and it may not have been your first choice. I did not get into my top school, and I went to a school that I didn't really think that I'd want to go to, but I ended up loving it and having, great 4 years and not complaining. When I was trying to decide though, I did a lot of different things. I made a pro-con list between 2 different schools that I was torn between. I visited this school multiple times. I talked to people who had like older brothers and sisters that went to the school and got their opinion on the school. I just tried to get a lot and as much information about the school before I committed to it, so that I knew what I was getting myself into, how far away it was from home, is the campus really big, really small, is there a lot of students versus not that many, because that really kind of shows you what you want. Like, some people want to go to a school where there's not that many students there, and some want to go to these huge schools where there's tons of students there. Some want to find a middle ground where there's a lot of students, kind of, but not as many as, really big school. Like, it's all about what you want. So that's another thing you can do, is make a list of all the things that you want in a school, and then search the schools and see which one, best fits you on paper, kind of thing. But then you really need to go to it and experience it to see that it's the right match, because there may be something that you find out you don't necessarily like about it, and you may like this school instead that on paper was not 100% what you wanted, but it had enough criteria that it was still a good candidate. And then you go there and you fall in love and you're like, this is the school for me, like I want to go here. So there's a lot of different things you should do, but also it's not exactly about what school you go to, it's about what you make of a situation at that school. Because you could go to any school, but if you don't take the time to get fully invested, really enjoy, make friends, get involved, then you won't like it. You won't feel connected. And that's why in my other videos I said, the first tip is you should get involved. You should, go do different things with the school, because then you feel more connected and more invested, and then you like your school better. So it's all about really investing your time and energy into relationships that help you have a better time and experience at that school. Because without that, you're just going there to study, and that's not what college is just about. Yes, it's about getting a degree, but it's also about creating relationships and doing things that you can't really do any other time of your life, but while you're in college or at the university or whatever you want to call it. So that's why I strongly stress getting involved. But take your time. There's not a rush besides the deadlines or whatever, but start early too. Start your junior year in high school at schools, and don't have your heart set on one school, especially if that's not something attainable. Branch out, because you may be missing a school that you never thought you would end up at. Like, I never thought I'd end up where I went, and I loved it and it was great, but who knows what would have happened if I went to a different school. So it's all about what you make of your college experience. So just choose what feels right. And depending on if you're a logical thinker, if you go more about what your gut says, also says a lot. Because, if you are all logical, if it doesn't feel right in your gut, then that's not right. But if it feels right in your gut and it's not logical, maybe there's something wrong there too. But, you just kind of got to take a leap of faith. And then when you're there, make the best of it and do whatever you can to really feel connected. And if you don't though, worst things worse is you transfer. And then you have to do the whole process again of getting invested and really situated at the school, but it's all up to you. So make your choice and don't worry, because whatever you choose will hopefully end up for the best, and you'll have a great time. Trust me, just, have fun. That's all what it's about, is having fun. So make sure you put in some good effort, but have fun. All right, any questions, let me know. All right, later, bye.